Hi, I'm Diane Gatterman. I'm a psychotherapist. I'm also a bariatric surgery patient. And right now I'm out on Grand Manan Island in New Brunswick, which is just off of the Bay of Fundy and across from Maine. This year we're on vacation. It's July, and I was thinking how this is the weirdest vacation that I've ever had, and I was wondering whether I was going to do a video because this vacation didn't go according to plan. But then I thought, you know what? It's at the times when things don't go according to plan that it really makes you reflect about a lot of things, and this was probably a very good time to be doing a video and talking about when things don't go according to plan and what you do with that. So to let you know, all year long, we look forward to this vacation. This is what keeps us going during the year. We always think, oh, we're coming out to Grand Manan in July. We count down the days, we count down the months till we count down the days. And I have a dog who's like 12 and a half years old. His name is Brinkley. He's a golden lab, like really super amazing dog. And we counted down with him. Brinkley, it's only so many days left. And cheer up, it's going to happen. Well, this year we started our drive, and everything looked good. We're all packed to the brim and really excited. And it's a 10-hour drive to Fredericton, and then we have to take a ferry from Fredericton. We stop with my husband's family for a few days, and then take the ferry out to Grand Manan. 3 hours into this 10-hour drive, Brinkley becomes very distressed. Starts having problems breathing and, not looking good. So we pulled over near Quebec City, and we took him to a vet, and he was in shock. And the vet had to do some scans and all that. They gave him oxygen and a whole bunch of stuff. And it turns out he had a cancerous mass inside, and he was having internal bleeding and was in a lot of pain. Our dog is not a complainant, so if he's in distress, he's in distress. This was a shock to us because we had just taken him to the vet the week before, and he seemed fine. It's slower than usual. He's 12 and a half years old. You figure this stuff is going to happen, like he's slowing down. We didn't know how much longer we had with him. But he was really not good, and the vet said he wouldn't make the trip. We couldn't keep driving with him. So we actually had to put him down as we're driving, right? We're full of luggage and all this, and we have to make a decision, what are we going to do? So our dog of 12 and a half years, we had to put him down. This was huge because he was like my best friend. So, obviously an unexpected event, and we actually drove for the remainder of those hours, 7 hours, with his body in the car, which sounds gruesome but wasn't, because he looked like he was sleeping, and it was very comforting actually. And we took him out to Fredericton, where we buried him in the most magical spot in my husband's aunt and uncle's forest, really. Truly beautiful, with, surrounded by birds and wind chimes, and just absolutely gorgeous. Still sad, because I don't care how beautiful it is, you're still going to be sad. And so that, that obviously was a change in events. What was weird was he died on the 80th birthday of this American-born Buddhist nun who is living in Nova Scotia, named Pema Chodron, who is, one of the few people who I really admire. I mean, I admire a lot of people, but I follow her teachings. I'm really interested in what she has to say, and she's made a huge impact on my life, how I look at living and compassion, and just has changed everything about who I am. On the Saturday, my dog died on a Thursday, which was, as I said, Pema's 80th birthday, and then on the Saturday we were going to be coming out to the ferry, which was hugely depressing for me, because all my memories are taking that ferry with my dog, and being with him the whole time and comforting him, and just, you know, realizing we'd soon be on the island, and I'd get to watch Brinkley running through the waves and going on the trails here and just being as happy as he ever could possibly be. So this was really, really hard. But it also happened that on the Saturday was Pema's, you know, request that people prayed for peace all around the world, and asked people all over the world to do this prayer. And she posted her 80th birthday message. So out on the island, it's hard to get Wi-Fi. Hear the waves. Hope you can hear me over the waves. You can see it's really beautiful here. So I drove out with my husband to try to find some Wi-Fi so I could get her message, which was only going to be available on Saturday. And interestingly enough, her message was about death. It was about, you know, that we're here for such a short time, and that, you know, we need to just kind of deal with that. And when every time she was saying that we breathe in and we breathe out, we're breathing in birth and death. And, you know, I was thinking about that and the cycle of life, and how it really is, you know, all we're about is living in the moment, experiencing what we have to experience here, being full of compassion, doing good, whatever good we can do here, and then, you know, leaving. And that's, you know, that's kind of what it was all about. What we were experiencing in that moment was, you know, the life that we had spent with Brinkley, which was, you know, truly a wonderful time. I mean, I would rather have had that time with him than not, even though it was super sad, and still is super sad, obviously, because what's today? Today's Tuesday. It hasn't even been a week since he's been dead, and, you know, I probably look like, wow, she doesn't look too sad, but, you know, you do all your crying off camera, right? So in any case, it kind of made me think about, you know, everything about I'm doing these videos, and I'm thinking about how hard this journey is. And I was thinking how I feel so much healthier this year since the surgery. And I was really looking forward to being with Brinkley, even though he's pretty old. Woo! I may have to move because I'm actually getting squashed here. I was thinking about how that would be great to be walking with him, but he was old, and I don't know, frankly, if he could have walked very far. And, you know, the thing is that this is what we live with bariatric surgery. When you have it, you don't know what you're going to get. You have a feeling this is the way it's going to go, but it's probably not going to go exactly like that. You're going to have some great moments and some disappointments and some real trials. And I feel healthy, but my dog has died. And even though I'm thinking, wow, this is a new phase in my life, health-wise, this is also me, you know, as a person who doesn't have my best friend with me anymore. And that's what it is. This is what life offers us. I mean, this is an extreme, obviously, but things don't go according to plan, and I have a choice of what am I going to do about it. You know, am I going to just sit here and just, you know, mourn the past and be in the past, which of course I'm mourning, of course I'm grieving, that's normal. But to stay there and not have any other moments, would I do that? Would he want that? We've also had some, you know, I have to add, we've had some very blessed moments here where some unknown cat, unknown at the time, wandered into our cottage and wouldn't leave. And it was truly lovely because, you know, after a death, to see this lovely little cat come and be part of our cottage and our lives and not want to leave, that was really, really special. And this morning, my dog has this friend Tinker, a black lab, who also wandered in and stayed and visited with us. And, you know, those are the moments where you think, okay, it's not Brinkley, but it's a lovely moment. And even in the times of trials, we have to see, like, this isn't what I expected, but what can I take from it? And I guess, you know, I'm talking about bariatric surgery, but it's that way with everything. This isn't what I expected, and this sure as hell isn't what I wanted. But what can I take from it? What is it that in this moment that I don't throw out? You know, the old saying goes, a baby with the bathwater. What can I take from this? What can I, you know, embrace in my soul to help me at this time, and just to take it for the gift that it is, even through the trials and the difficulties. I want to post about that today because Brinkley isn't here, but there are so many other gifts amongst the sadness. And I guess it's important to remember that and to be thankful for what, you know, for the gifts that do cross our paths. So that's all. Take care. Bye-bye.